Every caregiving relationship is different, but there's one thing that's true for almost everyone caring for an aging family member or friend: their body, their senses, and sometimes their moods are changing, often in ways that can be confusing if you don't know what's normal. This module isn't about memorizing medical facts. It's about helping you recognize what's typical so you feel less surprised and more confident in how you respond. As people age, things naturally change. Skin gets thinner and more fragile, joints get stiffer, eyesight and hearing often decline, and memory for recent things can get a little less sharp. None of this means something is wrong. It's part of getting older, but it's useful to know what to expect. For example, your loved one's vision may not be what it used to be, so a room that looks perfectly lit to you might feel dim and blurry to them. They may have trouble hearing higher pitched sounds, so raising your voice can actually make it harder for them to understand you, not easier. Speaking a little slower, lower, and face to face usually works better than speaking louder. Memory works differently too. It's common for older adults to have more trouble remembering recent events, like what they had for breakfast, while still remembering things from decades ago in vivid detail. That's normal aging, and it's different from dementia, which is a disease, not a normal part of getting older. Here's something that might surprise you: personality usually doesn't change much with age. Someone who's always been upbeat tends to stay upbeat. Someone who's always been a worrier tends to stay a worrier. So, if you notice a real shift in who your loved one seems to be, not just what they can do, but who they are, that's worth paying attention to. And we'll talk more about that later in this training. You don't need to memorize any of this. You just need to know that these changes are common and that noticing them is part of caring well, not a sign that something's going wrong.